What's good, family? It's Trav Coop from Generational Wealth Vibes, and I'm hoping everybody had an amazing, blessed day today. Man, guys, we got another big dog that gave us their most valuable asset, Mr. Chris Walker. Welcome, brother, man. We appreciate having you on, man.
Appreciate it. Glad to be here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let's get into it. Who is this Mr. Chris Walker? Give us a little background about yourself.
Well, I was working in an IT job in around 2013 that wasn't too happy with, and I had a lot of credit card debt. So I started looking into ways I could pay it off, and I came across something called affiliate marketing, and I started doing a little bit of that, and that led me over to SEO, search engine optimization, for those that don't know. And I did pretty well with that, and then I started doing freelance SEO on online marketplaces. And I did very, very well with that. And that eventually led me to start, when that particular place I was selling on did poorly, I started having issues, kind of made my own. And then in addition to that, I've been very blessed in that I was able to build a community around it and do very well for myself and others. And that's kind of where I've been since then, with training and software and clients and things like that. So.
Wow, that's truly amazing, man. So let me ask you, before you got into having your own business, what were you doing? What was your 9 to 5 before that?
I've had a few, but the most common or the most recent one was doing tech support, level 1 tech support for a real estate developer.
Cool. Yeah, that's awesome, man. So seemed like you had this in your tool bag for a long time, and seems like to me you just took your skills and made a business out of it. Is that correct?
No, not really. Like, I don't really do technical support or
Okay.
IT or anything like that. I mean, sure, it being internet, there's a little bit where it helps, but no, for the most part, I hated what I was doing then. Like, nothing against the job,
Right.
I hated it, and I did as little work as possible and spent the rest of my time figuring out what I was going to do next. I guess I was blessed in that way, in that I had a job where I could do that, and it wasn't something where I was, away from it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, man. I was just getting that clarity out there. So the process that you're in now, I know that you own multiple businesses. What does that process look like, generating funds? Like, how are we making the money, the big money that you're making over there?
I don't know about that, but I have a few different avenues. Like, my core business is Legit, which is an online marketplace for freelancers. So if you know how to do SEO, or you know how to make logos, you know how to do programming, you list your services, and then people can come buy that stuff, and then we just get a small percentage of that. That's my core business. I also have a Superstar SEO, which is a SEO software training services and consulting agency. So we do a lot of different things there. We do SEO for local businesses. We teach SEO. We have a couple of SEO software products, and I do one-on-one consulting through it as well. And then some other odds and ends here and there, a little bit of affiliate. And then we're doing a lot more software. So that's going to be a big part going forward.
Wow. Yeah, that is truly awesome, man. And I see, you have a lot of products and services. Do you know an exact number of how many products and services that you actually have your hands in? How many streams you have coming in?
I mean, it depends on how you look at it. Like, I use my own platform, like Legit, as a freelancer. I still do that. Mm-hmm. That's kind of a after thing. Mm-hmm. I have as the owner of Legit, I do, I actually don't pay myself from that except for what I have to legally.
Okay.
And then from Superstar SEO, like I said, there's the software side of it, which brings in good recurring revenue. We have local businesses, which I really like working with. Wow. And then I do one-on-one consulting where, I just kind of help with that. And then, am I forgetting something else I can't even think of right now?
Wow.
And then I do odds and ends too. I'll do the occasional like affiliate promotion or something like that. So it's a lot. I don't know the number, but it's a lot. But the core one is the core business is growing Legit and making that bigger.
Wow, that's totally awesome, guys. You heard it here. This guy has so many streams of income. that he doesn't even know the exact number. Is truly amazing. It's an honor to have you on to kind of show people what's capable and what's possible through the internet and social media. I would ask, do you have to have any specific certifications, licensing to start doing some of the things that you're doing? How can we get in the game and be the next Mr. Chris Walker?
Well, not really. I mean, you need to know what you're doing, but there's not like you have to take this college course or this exam or anything. Just figure out a skill that people need, whether it's SEO, whether it's writing blog posts, whether it's graphics, video, whatever, and then just monetize it. Like everything you know how to do, there's a way to monetize it. I kind of forget what your question was. So,
oh no, I was just saying that that do we have to have any specific certification?
No, but I mean, you don't even technically need to know what you're doing, but you should at least know someone that does. But yeah, like, no, there's no like course you have to take, although you should take a course to learn it. There's no course you have to take to prove that, it's not like that old school, you got to go to college for 4 years to be able to do something you could learn on YouTube in 2 hours. So no, there's nothing like that. There's very little barrier to entry, I think is what you're asking. So no.
Okay. Yes. I was just making sure for the people that's watching that want to take action. What would you say would be that first step that they would need to do before they can start getting to the level that you're at? What's that first thing that they need to do before anything else?
The first thing you need to do is figure out how you plan to make money, whether you are better at fulfilling things, whether you're better at selling things, figuring out what you want to do. But I don't necessarily agree with do something you're passionate about, because not everything you're passionate about is monetizable in a good way. But do figure out what you want to do and then just focus on selling it and marketing it. Like, know what you're doing, figure out what you want to do, know how to do it well enough to deserve to be paid for it, and then go do it and sell it and market it.
Gotcha. That's awesome. And another thing I wanted to ask, your business, is it specifically for people in the United States, or is it international? Like what's going on with that?
No, it's worldwide. I literally, I deal with people, and some days I talk to 10 different time zones in a day. Wow. So if anybody can do it, we have a lot of people in Pakistan, in Europe, in India, Asia, Australia. So no, it's global. That's the brilliance of the internet, right? Is that it's worldwide.
Guys, so I hope you guys are paying attention to that. He just dropped a major nugget. Not only is his business for the United States, but it's global, it's international. He has clients and customers all over the world. And that's
now, there is some downside to that, is that it's business hours everywhere when you have a worldwide audience, or it's always business hours somewhere. Right. I should say. So, be prepared to deal with that, but it doesn't matter where you are.
Got you. Yeah, that's awesome. So by you saying it's always business hours somewhere, which is totally correct, how that leads me to another question that somebody may have in the audience. How big is your team now that you have these multiple businesses flowing? Like, how many people do you need to actually run an operation like yours?
Well, depends on how you want to look at it. It started with just me, and then we added one person. Okay. And now we have a lot, because we have Legit itself requires a lot of developer support. Wow. And, so there's get 10 developers. There's, I want to say around, it depends on how you consider, an employee, but probably close to 50 to make everything go. Now we could if we wanted to, we could scale that back, when we'll probably end up scaling that up. But yeah, but I don't want that to be intimidating to anybody, right? Because I was making a full-time living totally by myself at one point. Wow. So, and you and a $8 an hour VA can make a really big impact and make some good money for yourself, whatever your goal is.
Wow, that's totally awesome, man. I appreciate you dropping that information. It is truly amazing. I also wanted to ask, what advice would you give to an inspiring entrepreneur? I know that when me and you met, I think it was on a Grant Cardone stream. We ended up being Facebook friends. And I know you were at your 9 to 5. I think I just left my 9 to 5. I've been out of my 9 to 5 for maybe a year. And you were me and you were discussing through Messenger how you were a little nervous about leaving. What advice would you give to them to give them that courage or that confidence to go for their dreams and escape that 9 to 5 life?
So the practical advice would be to keep your personal expenses as low as possible. Don't scale your lifestyle with your business. So you're fine. Your lifestyle's fine the way it is now. Just because you may end up making some more money doesn't mean you have to end up spending more money. That helped me scale real quickly. And I mean, it's partly my personality in that I don't really need a lot of material stuff, but that would be the practical advice. And then the also, like, you have to make part of my language, but make stuff happen. I was going to say something else. Make stuff happen, because, and that's just life in general. Like, you can wait for customers to come to you. You can list your service somewhere, and then if you don't market it, you're not going to get any sales. So make it happen. But also think about, this is more of a intangible, but if you're not happy, it's not going to change until you make it change. So figure out I always say at the end of my live streams, I always say, figure out what you want to do, what you want out of life, go out and get it, because you owe it to yourself and you owe it to the world. You really do owe it to yourself to do something that helps other people, but also helps yourself. And if that's going to be different for everyone, but if you're watching this, you're probably not happy with where you are now. So figure out where you will be happy and just go do it. So
yeah, that's totally awesome. Again, he's dropping major gems for us to take heed to follow. Before I ask you about where they can connect with you and connect with your businesses and follow you on social media, I wanted to ask, in your opinion, now that you're an expert in your industry, do you think it's still room for people to come in that industry and make enough to escape their 9 to 5? Is it still an opportunity out there?
Oh, definitely. Like, one of the things I love about my main business, Legit, is that I get so many messages from freelancers. You've probably seen some of them on Facebook. People saying that, they've got their 100th order or their 1,000th order, or they quit their job, or they paid for their wedding, or their grandfather's surgery, or their kids' back. So my point in that is not to pat myself on the back, because they did the work. But what my point is that anyone can jump in. It might start with a $6 order or here and there, but just scale that. And so, yes, there's plenty of opportunity, and it's probably more opportunity now that people have gotten accustomed to not working in offices and stuff because of what's going on.
All right, guys, well, you heard it here. Where can we connect with the Mr. Chris Walker? Use some of your businesses, services and products. Where can we find you?
Definitely sign up for legit.com. That's whether you want to buy some stuff for your business or you want to sell some services that you know how to do. Whoever you are, how you have something that people are willing to pay for, and we can help connect you to them. On social media, I guess Facebook or YouTube are probably my most active channels. It's just search Chris M. Walker and you'll find me on either one. Put the M though, because my name's pretty common.
Okay.
So.
Yes, sir. So we truly appreciate your most valuable asset, your time, giving it to us to help my audience learn to build multiple streams of income, to build that generational wealth. We truly appreciate you, brother.
No problem. Pleasure having me on, seeing how well you're doing as well. So thank you.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it, guys. Until next time, y'all stay out there, leave a legacy, be blessed.